If you haven't noticed, we're living through a time of extreme economic transformation, and we're edging ever closer to a new kind of technofeudalism. As we get through, whatever that means, this transitory phase of late-stage capitalism, the digital landscape is shifting fast beneath our feet. In this new paradigm, you are not an owner. You're a renter, a virtual squatter, maybe even a looter or a pirate, as some resort to taking the media they want for the sake of maintaining access. We're not just losing ownership, we're being locked out of culture itself. In today's digital age, you don't buy music, movies, or video games. You lease them temporarily from corporations that can change the rules at any moment. A film you love? Gone without warning. A game you paid for? Delisted and defunct. What was once yours has become a digital ghost, trapped behind a paywall. And that's why owning physical media isn't just nostalgic, it's resistance. It may not be the most significant form of resistance, but every measure taken to reduce consumption of artificially scarce resources like digital media pushes back on the conglomerates that would see you pay every penny you've ever earned for their products. It's resistance simply because it means you need them less. It's resistance because it means you'll be spending less time in a monetizable fashion. It's resistance because they hate it and would see every last piece of physical media digitized and then destroyed so as to maintain constant control. That, and they want to show you ads. Constant ads. Everything must be ads. Okay, I understand I might be being a bit hyperbolic here, but at the same time, you know I'm right, and that I have a point. There's been an ongoing conversation about how service-based licensing models, streaming in particular, are designed to give corporations total control over the intellectual property that they own and distribute. That may sound like an oversimplification, but that's also kind of the whole point of this new model. When you rely on these business models as a consumer, you sacrifice your right to permanent access to whatever intellectual property these companies can get their hands on. Owning physical media ensures you always have access to those works that matter the most to you. Books, vinyls, DVDs, game discs, these are all the ways of anchoring your favorite art in reality. You're no longer at the mercy of a licensing agreement that will expire or change in the future. You're no longer the victim of a corporate decision that could wipe something that you love from existence. I know this isn't a new debate. Most common sense consumers already understand the value of ownership the way that I'm talking about it. So I'm not going to contribute to beating a dead horse. I'll just say it's anti-corporate to own physical versions of the media that you cherish. Instead of rehashing that debate, I want to talk more about the other reasons why collecting physical versions of your favorite media is so important. Your collection of games, books, movies, whatever, is a personal archive of the stories and experiences that have helped shape you. It's a cultural thread that ties you to countless others. Those who came before, who cherished those same stories and walked those same paths, and those who came after, discovering the same things that you fell in love with for the first time. Whether you realize it or not, owning physical media connects you to a community, a group of people who have shared those experiences and have chosen to preserve them. The emotional connection people forge through shared media is one of the last truly human interactions left uncommodified in the 21st century. An era where every exchange, experience, and interaction has turned into a transaction to be exploited by companies. And yet there are people out there, enthusiasts and collectors, who devote real, significant amounts of time, money, and space to maintain incredible collections. Not for clout, not for profit, but because they care. Because they believe this art is worth preserving and sharing. They become cultural lighthouses for others, stewards of our collective memory, if you will. There's something deeply inspiring about that. A collector's shelf is more than just a display, and it carries more than just the weight of its books. It's a physical reflection of their commitment to the ideas and stories that shaped them. Take, for example, Marion Stokes, the woman who recorded television broadcasts continuously from 1979, starting with the Iranian hostage crisis, until her death in 2012. Her archive includes some of the only surviving footage of countless broadcasts and historical events, especially those that shaped America. A documentary was made about her in 2019 called Recorder, and you should probably check that out. It's interesting. There's been an ongoing discussion about how her obsessive preservation saved key pieces of media history, and I think we can learn something from her example. Sometimes you are the only person who cares enough to save the things that you have. It may be the last one left. I understand Marion Stokes is an extreme example, but she also proves the point. Media collections are more than just for personal enjoyment. They're historical. They hold value for all of us. So let's review why it's important to collect your media. Access, community, collective memory. These are the reasons I believe in continuing to buy and collect physical media, even when streaming may seem more convenient. A collection is more than just guaranteed access to the art that you enjoy. It's a self-portrait. It's a fingerprint. It's a statement. And it's something that you can share with the world while you're alive and long after you're gone. And I don't mean this in some ultra-consumerist, you're not a real fan unless you spend this amount of money kind of way, and I really hope I'm not coming across that way. I'm talking about the care and effort that goes into maintaining something you love. When you make space for it, physically, emotionally, financially, you demonstrate a kind of passion and commitment that can't be replicated in a streaming queue. And hopefully that same care will live on when the time comes for your collection to pass to someone else. Someone who will hopefully continue the legacy and contribute to the community and the memory the same way you have. I get it. Times are tough. Money's tight. Prices go up. Streaming is more convenient because you're probably working so much. And you have other things to spend money on. But I urge you to invest in yourself and in the physical media and art that you truly care about. It supports the artists, it supports the community, and who knows, maybe this video finds you right in time for the holidays, or for a loved one's birthday, or you're just in a gift-giving mood. Take this as a sign to gift someone a physical version of something that you know that they enjoy. It might mean a lot. When we take steps like that, we're not just preserving art, we're sustaining the artists and the industries that make those things. And if we don't, we leave more room for corporations to step in, not with creativity, but with restrictions and fees. Vote with your wallet, care enough to collect things and take care of them. And don't forget to take care of yourself, too.